Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors, and I'm here today participating in the Grungy Tag Challenge for 2025. It's hosted by Lori at Piles of Paper, and the idea of the challenge is to make a grungy tag, and she provides a prompt, and you make one tag a month. And I've never done a challenge, so I thought this one would be one that I would really enjoy, and it just being one tag a month didn't seem like a big commitment. But what if I understand it correctly, you take her idea and you run with it. Well, what I decided to use was I have these rusted metal tags. I sell these in my shop. I love them. I use them a lot at Christmas and Halloween. But I wanted to use this as the base of my tag for my grungy tag. And then this is an up-close picture of the tag that I made. What I did was I used Avery shipping labels. I used the matte clear shipping labels, and I print out my images, and this is an example of the page that like an example of a page I print out. And what I do on the Avery site, you can customize and make labels. They have stock images. What I did was I added a rectangle the size of my tag, and then every image that I used, I placed in this box to make sure it would fit my tag. So you can size your images. You can upload your own images. These are images that I uploaded. These are examples of, on the Avery side, they have a lot of stock labels, and one category is called GHS. I'm not sure what that stands for, but it's these hazardous and danger type symbols, and I use those a lot at Halloween. So that's what I used. So that was my idea. So I cut. We're going to make these 3 tags. This one is just. Another reason I wanted to do 3 was I wanted to show that you could use rusted items in different types of journals or different genres, I believe is the word. But it's just, this is a label, and then I added a label from my label maker. It just says airship, and then I added a little tag that says wander, and then a little heart. And then on the back I added some tea-dyed writing paper. And so that's that tag. This tag it's a little forget-me-not. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a flower, and I wrote, I added a label where it says forget-me-not on the side. I just added some sorry silk ribbon to the top. And then on the back of this one, I did some writing paper. And then the last one, I think this one is my favorite. I love the Paris themed or French themed journals. So this is a mannequin, a dress form, and I hope you can see it. And then I added just a little label Paris, and then I added these charms, and once again I added paper on the back. So these are the 3 tags we're going to make. I just want to show you how easy it is to make these. I'm going to stop for just a second and set up, and I'll be right back. Okay. These are our 3 tags. Now, I'm only going to make one that is a complete tag, and that's where I add the paper on the back. The other 2, I've already added the paper to the back. I didn't figure you needed to see that. And then these are the images that we're going to use, and these are our charms and ribbon. And it goes very quickly. The thing that probably takes the longest is the gluing. So all I do is just I add a little PVA glue to my tag. And then I just brush it on there. It's very easy. I don't always go exactly to the edge because I want when I tear the paper off, I want it to, leave some of the tag showing. So that's that. And then all I do is I take a little piece of tea-dyed paper and I'm going to place my tag on there. Try to get it even. And then I like to burnish it onto the tag just so it gets a good adhesion. So that's what I did. So we'll let that one dry for a minute and we'll do these other two. And since the Paris one is my favorite, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to set the Paris one off to the side while that dries. And then I'm just going to show you how easy it is to make these. This is the little image the label that I cut out of the matte clear label paper. And all you do is you just, take it off. And then I'm going to place it where I want on my tag. And then I'm going to remove this last little bit of label paper if I can. Now, this is what it looks like when you first glue it on there. You see, you can't see any glare, but the label shows. So what I do, a trick that I do, is I take my bone folder and I'll burnish the image down, and then that way you kind of lose some of the clear part of the label. It kind of blends in more with the background. And I'll show you what that looks like now that we're finished. We've done that. So now that's it. And you can't, still no shine, but the background has kind of faded into the tag. And then this is just the little label that I made. It says Airship. I can get it off. Sometimes these are hard to get to loosen. There we go. And then I just try and center that. I didn't get it straight. Let me try again. Okay. And so now we have our tag, a quick little easy tag, but I think it works great. And then the back, we had the paper already on there. And then the next one is going to be the forget-me-nots. And again, it's just taking the image and placing it where you want. Now on this one, I know that this image takes about the whole tag. So I'm going to put it down at the bottom first. Oops, I didn't get it in a good spot. Let me get it over just a bit. Okay, and again, that's what it looks like before it's burnished on there. And then if you take your, something to rub them on. The types of labels that work best, I feel like, are the dark prints or maybe a solid label. And so you can see them better in person than on the film. So that's all it takes. And now that's what it looks like, and you barely see the label paper on there. And then we'll take our other label, which is the forget-me-not. And then I just put it along the side, and I just line it up there. And now we have this tag complete, Forget Me Not. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the Paris tag. I'm going to go on and put these images on first before I tear the paper off, just to, give it a little more time to dry. And then this is our image. I love this image. This is one of my favorite images. I think I got it on Pixabay, but I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm going to put this one down towards the end of the tag because I know that this is another long one and it's going to take up most of the tag. Okay, and then we're just going to burnish that down. The reason I like to use these clear labels is the background shows through, and you can also use them on, book pages and just plain tags. I use the labels a lot. And then this one, I just had the little label Paris. And put that on there. Now we have that tag. And then on the back, what I do is I just kind of run the paper around the tag. I want some of it to tear and show the tag, so I don't always glue right to the edge. I believe I said that earlier, but that's why it just shows some of the tag, and you can always glue down more if you want, or kind of rip more off if you want. Let's see if I can do this like I want. That looks pretty good. And then this is the top here. And then, you can get that little residue that's left, and you can clean that off. Let's see. I'm going to stop it for a second and clean that off. Okay, I got it mostly cleaned off up there. And, you could work at getting that cleaned off better. Then a lot of times I'll run my scissors along the edge of the tag. You could also, distress ink the edges of the tags. So that's what the back of the tag looks like. So these are done. And then the only thing we have left to do is just add the little toppers. And for the Forget Me Not, I used just a little bit of Sorry Silk. And we'll just do that real quick. And see if I can get it open. I don't know why you struggle so when you're filming, but you sure do. Okay, so there we go. And then that's just the topper. And then the airship it's these two little charms, and I'll show you how I put the charms on the next one, but it's just one that says travel and then a little heart, and then just the ball and chain closure. Okay, so there's that little tag. And then the back. And then this is the tags that are the charms that I had for this tag. What I wanted to talk about was these, instead of using a jump ring, for some reason, I guess I'm jump ring challenged. I never can get them back lined up and tight enough that the charm doesn't fall off. So what I like to use is what's called a split ring or a key ring, and it's just a ring that you find, there's a split in it, and you open up one edge of that, and then I'm just going to take my charm and I put it in there. Well, again, joys of filming. And you're just going to put it in there. You put it through the hole, and then you just slide it on there. So easy peasy, but these things aren't coming off, so I like to use those on my charms and attachments because I know they're not going to, open up. Okay, and I need to put a hole punch in the back in this one, so we're just going to make our hole. Okay. And then, you just clip that together. Okay, so here's our 3 tags that we made. And then the back has, the paper on there. Okay, so again, I want to encourage you to, use grunge in different ways. And I think that's what the beauty of this challenge is. I'm going to raise up so you can see the 6 tags that I've made. And I wanted to mention something. I don't have a project set for these tags. So what I thought I would do is I would give them away. So if you're interested in a set of the tags, it's the Paris, the airship, and the forget-me-not. So I have 2 sets. If you will like the video, and then if you'll leave me a comment saying you want one of the sets of tags, I will reach out to you and get your information and send them to you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I would appreciate it. It helps me if you like the video. Would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And I enjoyed this challenge so much, and would love to hear what you think. Thank you very much.